For cheeses you must eat and for to avoid after 60 your life could depend on it. Most seniors eat cheese at least twice a week. But here's the alarming truth. Nearly every senior is making one common mistake in the cheese aisle that could quietly take years off their life. Research shows certain cheeses may silently double your heart attack risk and slash your chances of reaching 80 by nearly 40%. The real shocker? Most people over 60 are eating the worst offenders without a second thought, and it's all happening right in their fridge. In this video, we'll reveal the 4 cheeses that could help protect your bones, heart, and brain, and the 4 that may be sabotaging your health every single week. The worst part? The most dangerous cheese on our list has been linked to an 80% higher risk of stroke, and chances are you've already had it this week. These aren't myths or online rumors. This is backed by science that most doctors never mention. Before we begin, drop your age and location in the comments and tell us which cheese you eat the most. We read every comment. And if you're ready to take control of your health, give this video a like and subscribe to Senior Boost for more life-changing advice. Let's jump into the countdown, starting with a powerful cheese that can actually work for your body. Not against it. Number 4. Aged Gouda. Think of aged Gouda as a secret weapon in disguise. When this cheese matures for at least 18 months, it undergoes a transformation that unlocks a whole new level of nutrition. The proteins inside break down into smaller, more absorbable compounds called peptides, perfect for aging digestion systems that struggle with complex proteins. But there's something even more remarkable. Aged Gouda is one of the richest dietary sources of vitamin K2, a nutrient so powerful, it helps shuttle calcium away from your arteries and into your bones, where it belongs. That means stronger bones and a lower risk of arterial plaque buildup, a major factor in heart disease. Japanese studies have found that a higher intake of vitamin K2 is associated with up to 50% less calcification in the arteries and significantly reduced fracture risk. Just 1 ounce of aged Gouda can deliver around 75 micrograms of K2, more than most people get in an entire week. Plus, aged Gouda contains conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA, a fatty acid that may reduce body fat, improve immune function, and even fight certain cancers. And because it's aged, the lactose content is minimal, making it easier to digest, even for those with dairy sensitivity. Those gut-friendly benefits don't stop there. During the aging process, Gouda also develops postbiotics, powerful compounds that combine the effects of probiotics and prebiotics. These postbiotics help nourish the gut lining, calm inflammation, and may even positively influence mood by supporting the gut-brain connection. To unlock the full potential of aged Gouda, serve it at room temperature instead of straight from the fridge. This brings out its complex flavor while making nutrients more bioavailable. The ideal serving? About 1 to 1.5 ounces, paired with apple slices or whole grain crackers. This combo slows digestion, supports blood sugar control, and boosts gut health by combining Gouda's postbiotics with the fiber-rich prebiotics in the fruit or grains. Number 3. Real Parmigiano Reggiano, true Italian Parmesan. If you think Parmesan is just a pasta topping, think again. Authentic Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy is more than cheese. It's a nutritional goldmine that's been produced the same way for over 900 years. And no, we're not talking about the green shaker bottle at the store. That's often packed with preservatives and fillers like cellulose. The real deal, aged for over 24 to 36 months, is packed with digestible, high-quality protein. Just 1 ounce delivers around 10 grams, and due to the extensive aging, the proteins are essentially pre-digested, making them easy for seniors to absorb, especially if digestion isn't as strong as it used to be. And here's where it gets remarkable. Parmigiano Reggiano delivers over 330 milligrams of calcium per ounce, more than a glass of milk. But it's not just the amount, it's how your body uses it. This cheese has the perfect ratio of calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium, allowing nearly 100% bioavailability. Compare that to most calcium supplements, which barely absorb at 30%. Even better, Parmigiano contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein source that rivals high-end meats. The aging process concentrates these nutrients to extraordinary levels, making it a staple for longevity. But that's not all. This cheese is naturally lactose-free and full of bioactive compounds like casomorphins, which support relaxation and better sleep, and tyrosine, an amino acid that boosts dopamine and mental clarity. The beneficial bacteria it holds also survive stomach acid and colonize the gut, enhancing digestion and immune strength. To enjoy it the traditional way, don't shred it. Break off small chunks with a knife and eat them slowly after meals. 1 ounce is perfect for aiding digestion and delivering a nutrient punch. For an extra boost, try pairing it with aged balsamic vinegar. This enhances mineral absorption and adds a flavorful twist. Number 2, grass-fed raw cheddar. Now, don't let the word raw scare you. Properly aged raw cheddar made from grass-fed cow's milk isn't just safe. It's one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. When aged for 60 days or more, harmful bacteria are neutralized, while the natural enzymes and probiotics remain fully active, unlike pasteurized cheeses where those health-boosting elements are lost. This raw cheddar contains up to 5 times more CLA than conventional cheddar. CLA is a powerful fatty acid known to reduce inflammation, improve immune function, and protect against metabolic diseases. What really sets it apart, though, is the superior nutrient content, especially when it comes from grass-fed cows. You get high levels of vitamin A in its most active form, retinol, which supports your eyes, skin, and immune health. Vitamin D is present in impressive amounts, crucial for bone strength and hormone balance. And the cheddar is also loaded with beta-carotene and vitamin E, both potent antioxidants that protect your cells from damage and aging. But the real showstopper is its vitamin K2 content, specifically the -4 Malawian Quatches form, which is the most effective type for preventing calcium buildup in your arteries and sending it to your bones instead. This cheese doesn't just taste good, it's actively fighting age-related decline. And here's the bonus. Unlike commercial cheeses, grass-fed raw cheddar is naturally probiotic. It contains dozens of strains of beneficial bacteria that aid digestion, strengthen the immune system, and may even improve mental health by enhancing the gut-brain connection. These probiotics found in grass-fed raw cheddar do more than just support digestion. They actively produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. This powerful compound helps nourish the cells lining your colon and triggers anti-inflammatory effects across your entire body. It's one of the reasons raw cheddar goes beyond being just a snack. It becomes a functional food for gut and immune health. But here's a critical tip. Never heat raw cheddar above 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Doing so destroys its precious enzymes and beneficial bacteria. Instead, let it sit at room temperature for 20 to 30 minutes before eating to fully activate its health benefits. For a real probiotic powerhouse, try pairing it with fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or pickles. This combination helps populate your gut with a diverse set of healthy bacteria. Just keep your serving size moderate. 1.5 to 2 ounces is plenty to reap the rewards without overloading on saturated fat. Number 1. Swiss Gruyere, the gold standard of cheese for seniors. Topping our list is the king of functional cheeses, authentic Swiss Gruyere. Why? Because it offers one of the most complete packages of nutrition, digestibility, and health-supporting compounds found in any cheese. True Gruyere, made from raw alpine cow's milk in Switzerland, isn't just delicious, it's scientifically powerful. One reason Gruyere stands out is its use of Propionibacterium, a special type of bacteria that produces propionic acid during the aging process. This naturally occurring compound has been shown in research to reduce inflammation, lower LDL cholesterol, and even play a role in cancer prevention. These bacteria are also what give Swiss cheese its signature holes, and they're responsible for producing significant amounts of vitamin B12, a nutrient essential for nerve function and red blood cell production. Gruyere is also a natural booster of glutathione, often called the master antioxidant. As we age, our ability to produce glutathione declines, but this cheese contains the amino acids cysteine and glycine, which helps stimulate the body's own glutathione production. That means better detoxification, stronger immunity, and reduced cellular damage from oxidative stress. But the benefits don't stop there. Gruyere is packed with critical minerals like phosphorus, zinc, and selenium, nutrients that strengthen bones, support thyroid health, and enhance immunity. The cheese's aging process, which lasts at least 12 months, breaks its proteins down into short chains, dipeptides and tripeptides, that your body can absorb instantly, without needing to work hard to digest them. This makes Gruyere especially valuable for seniors who may have weaker digestion but still need strong protein support. Swiss studies even show that older adults who include Gruyere regularly in their diet maintain muscle mass more effectively than those who get protein from other dairy or meat sources. The benefits go even further. Gruyere contains lactopeptides, natural compounds proven to lower blood pressure. That makes it one of the very few cheeses actually good for your cardiovascular health when consumed in moderation. To make the most of Gruyere, melt it gently into warm, but not boiling, soups, or pair it with a slice of whole grain bread. The warmth helps release its nutrients, while the bread enhances the absorption of B vitamins and glutathione precursors. Now that we've covered the top 4 healthiest cheeses seniors should enjoy regularly, it's time to shine a light on the cheeses that could be quietly damaging your health. We're moving into the danger zone, starting with the cheese that might be sitting in your fridge right now. Number 4. Processed cheese slices, a heart disaster in plastic wrap. Those individually wrapped cheese slices may be convenient, but they are far from real cheese. In fact, they barely qualify as dairy. Most processed slices contain less than 50% actual cheese. The rest? A dangerous mix of emulsifiers, preservatives, artificial colors, and sodium-based additives, particularly sodium phosphate, which has been linked to kidney damage and calcium loss in bones. Just 2 slices of these cheese products can contain over 600 milligrams of sodium, more than a quarter of your entire daily limit. And with many people stacking them into sandwiches or burgers, the sodium load quickly becomes excessive. For seniors, this spike in sodium can lead to high blood pressure, increased risk of stroke, and added strain on the heart and kidneys. And it's not just the sky-high sodium you need to worry about, it's the form of it. Processed cheese slices often contain sodium phosphate, a synthetic preservative far more harmful than regular salt. Studies have linked it to accelerated aging, kidney damage, and an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. 3 things no senior wants to mess with. It doesn't stop there. The emulsifiers in these slices, like polysorbate 80 and carboxymethylcellulose, can wreak havoc on your gut. These additives have been shown to disrupt the delicate balance of your gut microbiome and create something known as leaky gut, where harmful particles slip through your intestinal lining and trigger chronic inflammation. This inflammation is a root cause of not only autoimmune disorders but also issues like fatigue, joint pain, and even depression. Artificial colors like yellow 5 and yellow 6 add more risk. These dyes have been linked to hyperactivity, allergic reactions, and, in some studies, even cancer concerns. And let's not forget the preservatives, sorbic acid, natamycin, that extend the shelf life of these products far beyond what real food should have. These chemicals can accumulate in the body and damage beneficial gut bacteria over time. What's worse, these products often advertise themselves as a good source of calcium and protein. But that's marketing spin. The nutrients in processed slices are so heavily denatured by chemical treatment and high heat that your body can barely absorb them. Even more concerning, they may contain hidden trans fats. Labels can legally round down anything under 0.5 grams per serving to 0, but those trace amounts can add up quickly, especially if you eat them regularly. The result? A perfect storm for inflammation, elevated LDL cholesterol, and a greater risk of metabolic syndrome. It's best to steer far away from these deceptively dangerous slices. Number 3. Cheese spreads in jars, a chemical cocktail in disguise. You might think cheese spreads are harmless, maybe even convenient, but their long shelf life should raise an immediate red flag. If it can sit unrefrigerated for months, it's no longer food, it's a chemical experiment. Most shelf-stable cheese spreads are loaded with more oil, starch, and additives than actual dairy. And that's not just a nutritional letdown, it's a potential health threat. These products often contain partially hydrogenated oils, a major source of trans fats so harmful they've been banned in several countries. Even spreads labeled as trans fat-free often sneak in interesterified fats, which preliminary studies suggest could be just as dangerous, especially for heart health. The sodium levels? Astronomical. Just 2 teaspoons can contain over 500 milligrams of sodium, and most people use double or triple that. This overload doesn't just raise your blood pressure. It stresses your kidneys, causes fluid retention, and can trigger heart palpitations in sensitive individuals. But here's where it gets truly disturbing. Many cheese spreads contain MSG or glutamate compounds hidden under innocent-sounding names like natural flavoring or yeast extract. These additives can cause headaches, dizziness, and anxiety in people who are sensitive to them. And then there's the packaging. Studies have found phthalates, hormone-disrupting chemicals, in many plastic cheese containers. These compounds leach into the cheese and have been linked to reproductive issues, thyroid dysfunction, and certain cancers. Combined with all the other toxins, you're essentially smearing a chemical soup on your toast. Regular consumption of these spreads has been strongly associated with obesity, diabetes, and heart disease, conditions no senior should be inviting into their life. Ditch these spreads for good. Your gut, your heart, and your hormones will thank you. Number 2. Pre-shredded cheese in bags, the hidden trap in your fridge. This next one shocks a lot of people. Pre-shredded cheese. You'd think it's just cheese, right? But manufacturers add extra ingredients to keep those tiny shreds from clumping together. And that's where the problem begins. These anti-caking agents, often cellulose, yes, wood pulp, potato starch, or calcium sulfate, can make up as much as 4% of the entire bag's weight. You're not just eating cheese, you're consuming filler that provides zero nutrition and may even interfere with how your body digests and absorbs real nutrients. While cellulose, a common anti-caking agent in pre-shredded cheese, isn't technically toxic, it's completely indigestible. For people over 60, especially those with sensitive digestion or IBS, this can lead to bloating, discomfort, or even nutrient malabsorption. Worse still, this additive coats cheese particles, making them melt poorly and reducing your body's ability to absorb key nutrients. But that's just the beginning. Many bagged shredded cheeses also contain natamycin, an antifungal agent meant to prevent mold. While it's approved for food use, natamycin is a powerful antibiotic, and consuming it regularly can slowly disrupt your gut microbiome, which plays a vital role in immune function, mood, metabolism, and inflammation control. And don't be fooled into thinking this is just regular cheese in a bag. Pre-shredded cheeses are often made from lower quality milk containing higher levels of synthetic hormones and antibiotics. And because the cheese is shredded and exposed to more air, it oxidizes faster, which destroys beneficial nutrients like vitamin A and fatty acids, and can even produce harmful free radicals. Here's something even the labels don't tell you. Pre-shredded cheeses often contain significantly higher histamine levels than block cheese. Histamines can trigger headaches, fatigue, digestive issues, skin rashes, or anxiety, especially in people over 60 who may already have a reduced ability to process histamines effectively. If all of that wasn't bad enough, the risk of contamination is higher too. The more steps in the production chain, shredding, packaging, storage, the more chances for bacteria like Listeria or E. coli to sneak in. Several major recalls have occurred in recent years for precisely this reason. So when you add it all up, filler ingredients, degraded nutrition, harmful preservatives, higher histamines, and increased food safety risks, it becomes clear. Pre-shredded cheese isn't a shortcut, it's a health hazard. You're better off with a good old-fashioned block of cheese and a grater. Number 1. Blue cheese, the hidden danger no one talks about. Let's end this countdown with the cheese that might shock you most: blue cheese. With its bold flavor and iconic marbling, it's a favorite for many. But for seniors, could be the most dangerous cheese on your plate. Blue cheese gets its flavor and appearance from a mold called Penicillium roqueforti. While generally safe in small amounts, this mold produces mycotoxins, which can accumulate in your body over time. These toxins have been linked to immune disruption, gut issues, and even chronic fatigue in people who consume blue cheese regularly. Blue cheese is also extremely high in tyramine, a natural compound that can trigger migraines, raise blood pressure, and in some cases cause hypertensive crises. This is especially dangerous for seniors taking MAO inhibitors for depression or Parkinson's disease. If you have histamine intolerance, blue cheese is a nightmare. It contains up to 10 times more histamines than most other cheeses, which can cause headaches, hives, digestive issues, insomnia, and even panic attacks. And since histamine tolerance decreases with age, this becomes a silent danger as the years go on. The sodium content? 1 ounce has over 400 milligrams, and due to its strong flavor, people often eat more than they realize. That much salt paired with its high levels of inflammatory saturated fat, particularly palmitic acid, is a recipe for high blood pressure and cardiovascular risk. And here's a hidden threat. The strong flavor masks spoilage. Blue cheese gone bad doesn't always smell or taste different. Eating spoiled blue cheese can lead to serious foodborne illnesses, which hit older adults harder due to weaker immune systems. So while it may seem gourmet and sophisticated, blue cheese is packed with risk. From gut-damaging molds to blood pressure spikes and inflammation, it delivers far more danger than nutrition, especially if you're over 60. And there you have it. For cheeses that can help you age better, live longer, and stay strong, and for that quietly sabotage your health one bite at a time. Making smarter choices in the cheese aisle might seem like a small decision, but it could add years to your life, keep your heart, brain, bones, and gut healthier, and help you stay independent and vibrant well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now, we want to hear from you. What's the one cheese you just can't give up, even after hearing all this? And have you ever noticed a change in your health after eating certain cheeses? Drop your experience in the comments. We read every one. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone you care about. Your body deserves better, and it starts at your next grocery trip.